6-6 TV, Raptors 15 straight, Kevin. 15 straight. Raptors doing their best impression of the Houston Rockets today. No Ibaka, no Gasol. Hollis Jefferson starts at center. And you know what? The mentality of this team is next man up. And they deliver again. Kevin, tell me what you saw, man.
Yeah, I think to your point, man, everyone's stepping up, different guys stepping up, different times. It's like, in basketball, there's always that one guy who puts up 30 points a night, and we don't need that. At the beginning of the year, I felt like we needed that. We needed that one guy, but we got a full arsenal of guys who are putting, 15 points, 20 points, 25 points. It was a little disappointing to see first half 75-74. I can't imagine
no
was
defense.
happy with that. Yeah, no defense at all first half. But third quarter, they shut it down. I think, with 3 minutes left, I believe in the third quarter, they only had one turnover. So they found their identity there third quarter, shut it down. Fourth quarter, they started to come back a little bit, but then we hit some big shots and kind of shut them down. So amazing win for, a Minnesota team that maybe doesn't have the best record, but they got a lot of weapons. We did our thing, and to your point, that's 15 in a row, which is, unbelievable to think that without some of the guys that we don't have in the lineup, we're still winning game after game after game. It's unbelievable and good to see. Wish the Leafs could do something similar, but that's a separate story.
Yo, come on, man.
I know.
Let's not corrupt this conversation with the Leafs. Right? I love the Leafs, but the Raps are on a different planet. Okay, before we talk about OG, Siakam, amazing game today. Very disciplined. Didn't take any of those 4 shots. 14 from 21. Absolutely great today. Okay, 30 seconds. Talk to me about OG, man. 26 points. I think he finished with 26. 12 boards. Yeah. Strong game.
Yeah, for sure. Strong game. You know what I find, man? It's obviously coincidence, but, I talked a little smack about Gasol. All of a sudden, he steps up. I talked some smack about Norman Powell. You and I were both on OG, and then these last 3 games now, he's kind of stepped up. So, this is what he's capable of, and it's like someone, hopefully Nurse, the rest of the team's giving him a shake that you could do this night in and night out, right? Shut guys down on the defensive end, put up your points, and go get yours, right? And you could do it every night. But good to see, man. I've been waiting for it for a while. Hopefully it continues similar to like a Norman Powell, but let's see where it goes if he can continue. But good to see for sure.
Yeah, who knows what happened in trade deadline day? Clearly he is the young asset, right? That teams are willing to trade for. But you know what? Maybe the Raps staff believes in him. I like that Freddie yesterday in his interview, day before, said that OG asked him to take Levert on the last possession. So that's the kind of stuff you want to see.
I remember that.
That's the kind of stuff you want to see. If you can figure out that move, going to the just going hard to the paint, just take a page out of Lowry's book, man. Lowry's 8 inches shorter than him, and he moves his beautiful booty down that paint and just pushes people out of the way. If he can just figure out his legs, he's good. Okay, Cat and D'Lo, we're behind the cat here. Very quickly, tell me what you thought of these guys, man. This experiment, is it going to work or not?
They could potentially work. I think they got to change their mindset. Commentators were kind of talking about that Karl Anthony Towns needs to change his mindset. He's worried about, not being an all-star. They went on, a 13-game losing streak. He needs to worry about how to make his team better and stop worrying about himself. So I think when these guys start to mature a little bit more and maybe think more like that, similar to how the Raptors play as a team, then it could work. But still a lot to be seen. Can't say, too early to say.
Yeah, he was so soft today. Like you would expect him to put up 30, 35. No Gasol, no Ibaka. He's shooting threes. When he should have been driving to the net. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Paul Pierce, talk about the attention we're getting now from the U.S. Media with this big win streak. Paul Pierce said he's buying into us going back into the finals. Can you believe that?
I know. Well, you know what? It's about time. We've said it from the beginning that we have a realistic shot because of the logjam in the East. And now we're actually creating some separation between, first, second, and then there's some separation. Now, we're not in that logjam anymore. We've kind of separated ourselves. But yeah, to your point, Paul Pierce was one of many that I've seen in the media now saying, Toronto is actually for real. They could make it through the East. They've been there before in the playoffs. They're not really scared of the Bucks. 76ers, nobody's talking about the 76ers anymore. I don't even know where they are on the map. But yeah, man, it's about time. How can you deny, a 15-game winning streak? And if everything works out, man, we could have a battle for Milwaukee, and that could be our potentially 19th win in a row if we win these next 3. So yeah, it's about time they took notice. Too bad that 15 games in a row is what it took.
I know, and you still have idiots like Damon Jones coming us out. We have a new topic here called Donkey of the Day. We're behind, so we may be the donkeys here, but we're gonna start introducing a new segment, either called Jackass of the Day or Donkey, where we're just gonna call some people out. People who are just have the dumbest takes and need to be called out. So we're gonna start off with this clip, Kevin. I don't think you've seen this one. This one started making its rounds. I think right after Kawhi chose to not come back to the Raptors and pick the Clippers. And this gentleman by the name of Mr. McIntyre, Jason McIntyre, he's a Fox Sports guy from LA, I believe, radio, TV guy, had this take that he wanted to share with the world with so much passion right after Kawhi chose the Clips. So I know you haven't seen this. I want to get your fresh take on this right now.
Oh, boy.
So we can listen to this together.
Toronto Raptors, thankfully, are done. We are officially finished with this irrelevant franchise. Back to Canada, back to the basement. The Raptors are back in the lottery. Have fun drafting about 12th in the NBA. But finally, we can stop talking about a franchise that nobody cares about.
You know what? I'm not surprised that people make those comments because, everyone thinks single-handedly that Kawhi brought us to the promised land. Yes, he did some big things for us. But without him, we've got a better record than we did last year with him. This guy's just a complete idiot. I don't want to waste my breath on stupidity too much. But some of the things he said are just ridiculous. Yes, we lost Kawhi, but we didn't really lose anybody else. So for him to think that we're going to be in 12th place, I don't know what Fox Sports is paying him for, but maybe they should reconsider re-signing this idiot. Hopefully he watches this and can, revert back on what he said and give some kudos. But if he doesn't, then he's just a bigger idiot than I thought.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I actually don't think he's repented his statement here.
Yeah,
so he's an absolute. He had a hot take after Game 3, I think, of the Milwaukee series, saying if the Raptors lose this, they go back to being a lottery team. Outside of Siakam, it all just drops. There's no talent. So this guy's a complete clown. We're sitting with a better record now than the Clippers, with Kawhi and Paul George. So not much to say, man. We gotta call him out, right? That's what we gotta do.
Yeah, 100%. He's a fool, idiot.
All right, we got Brooklyn next. At home? Where are we? Home or away? Home or away? Oh, we're away. Away in Brooklyn.
Away.
So yeah. I think prior to us playing Milwaukee, which will be the toughest challenge we've seen in probably a month or 2 months, this one is probably the toughest game away at Brooklyn prior to us actually getting that Milwaukee matchup. So let's see how it goes, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We'll see you guys back then. Good night. God bless.
Peace.